Hey, this is Dave Delaney. Thank you for tuning into this little video about organizing events and how to make sure people actually show up to your events. This is important. I have hosted multiple networking events over the years. I mean multiple, many hundreds actually. I used to do 2 a month every month. Geek Breakfast and Nash Cocktail here in Nashville. Also co-founded 2 different unconferences, Bar Camp and Pod Camp. So I've done a lot of these events, and also I speak on behalf of Google every month, and it's or multiple times a month. And it's also really important for us to make sure that people are showing up for these events. So I figured I'd make this video kind of twofold. One, for anyone who is hosting an event. So I spoke for Meeting Planners International in Memphis and in Nashville a couple months back, and so this might be applicable to you guys as well. Couple tips, or a few tips, so like 5, I think it's 5 or 6 tips. I wrote them down here, so I might look down for a second to my computer. It's okay, I'm not leaving you. Okay, number 1 tip is charge for your tickets. I know and I've done this. I've hosted free events many times over the years. And I find that when you charge money for your tickets, you get a way higher percentage of people who actually show up. And admit it yourselves, when you have registered for a free event and then it's that night or that day and you're like, yeah, you can't really be bothered. When there's a little bit of skin in the game, I'm not saying hundreds, but charge like 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, whatever it is. Charge a few bucks, and when attendees have skin in the game, they are more likely to show up. When you pay for the ticket, you're more likely to show up. So that's 1. 2, based on that, add urgency. So for Google, we need 50 people registered for the events a couple weeks before the events. That's very important. So for your events, if you want people to register early, and that obviously is a good thing because then you know how much space you need and how much food you need to buy or whatever, that's very important. So give them a early bird price. Say it's, tickets are $10 between this date and this date, and then they get double to $20. And if you pay like at the door that night, it's $30. So create some urgency to say, hey, sign up or, buy a ticket today and save yourself $10. So that's 2. 3, if you have an event that's usually free, that's okay. If people give you pushback and they're like, wait, whoa, what are you doing? Why are you charging for tickets suddenly? That sucks. You're getting really greedy or something like that. Give 100% of your proceeds, or even if you don't have that pushback, give 100% of your proceeds to a local nonprofit, a local charity. I just did this with a local shelter in Nashville, and just gave 100% of the proceeds to the shelter. So, or it was like a family shelter. So find an organization that in your community that you can support and do that. Give back to your community. What number am I at? 4, partner up. It always can help you by amplifying your voice to different organizations who have different email lists and different memberships and different board members and different social media friends and fans and followers. They can help promote the event too. So partner up with another organization, have them promote the event as well. Why not, right? 5, use social media, but don't just use social media to tell people you're having an event. Like, post to social multiple times. Keep spreading the word, post several times, maybe a couple times a day in some cases if you like. But post a lot frequently to social media, and don't just post the same thing, like change the copy, change it so that it looks different each time. It's not just the same thing. Plus you'll probably get that blocked anyway if you keep posting the same thing. So don't do that. Use your email newsletter. If you have an email newsletter, hopefully your organization does. I'm a big proponent of email newsletters and email marketing. Let people know. Again, send them the announcement that the event's taking place. Send them reminders as you get closer to that urgency mark where your prices are going to increase and your early bird prices are going to end. Maybe the last day, say, hey, prices doubled tomorrow, so sign up now and register. Add a link to the registration page. So make sure that you're including a link to the registration page, kind of a no-brainer. Google Forms is a great, simple, easy tool you can use for your form for your event. Also, you could use eventbrite.com. Remember, if you're charging money for your tickets, though, Eventbrite will take a percentage of that. So be aware of that. But Eventbrite's great. They also provide a good local listing of different events, and some aggregators will pull information from Eventbrite to share of events that way. Facebook also, facebook.com/events, you could create an event. Just make sure people understand that by registering and letting people, by saying, yes, I'm going to attend on Facebook does not mean you're attending without paying for a ticket. So make sure to add the link that they can click through to buy the ticket. What else? I've run out of numbers. I didn't number this list. I apologize. I'm almost done. Create social media graphics. Canva.com is a tool I really like because they have all the social media sizes for like images for Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and so on. So create images that are the right shape, and create multiple images, and then distribute these images on the social networks. Create YouTube videos to promote your event as well. Add the images to your website that you create. Add the videos to your website. Some websites, WordPress, Squarespace, things like that, allow you to add like a little bar at the top, or even a pop-up with information about stuff. Use your website to let people know who come there. Have everyone in your organization add an email signature link in your email signature, in all of their email signatures, to say, don't miss this event on this date, and so on. Yeah, is that it? I think that's it. I lost count of how many tips I just gave you, but it's like 7 minutes, so I really need to shut up now. So thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope these tips help you make sure that you get tons of great people at your events. And I'm Dave Delaney signing off. Drop by davedelaney.me to learn more about how I teach organizations to communicate more effectively. And that's all for me. See ya.